Hi, I'm Don Kahn, Horry County Chairman. I want to talk today about the narrow ruling of yesterday's Supreme Court where the baker refused to bake a wedding cake for Charlie Craig and David Mullins, a gay couple who just simply wanted to celebrate their day. The decision really talked about the Human Rights Commission in Colorado, which they felt did not respect the religious considerations of the baker. Well, I think we can all get behind the fact that government should respect religion for all of us. But what about the rights of that gay couple? They were not part of that decision. We are deeply disappointed in this non-decision on the basic issue that discrimination is not proper for anybody. Now, the justices did put some kind words into their decision, but kind words don't do anything. When we're talking about the Supreme Court, the only thing that matters is the decision. Justice Kennedy alluded to the fact that there could be a future ruling that would really consider the discrimination issue. But when? And what happens until then? And there is no guarantee of what that ruling is going to be. Compounding this problem is the fact that the press has not been reporting it accurately. The press has indicated to the casual observer that the baker won this decision. In fact, the baker won the decision that said that his hearing was treated unfairly. There was no decision made on whether he had the right to not bake a cake or to bake a cake. The Democratic Party believes that no individual has a license to discriminate against anybody else. We believe in the dignity of everyone. We see today that LGBT people are still being discriminated against. Every day, Republicans in Congress and in the White House and locally are trying to turn back the clock on LGBT rights. The Democratic Party stands with the LGBT community and in America and around the world. We believe that no one should face discrimination, bullying, or violence because of who they are, who they love. And we will never stop fighting for the equality that every human being deserves. But if we just stop there, that's not enough. We need to take action. Everybody needs to get out and vote. We've got a primary election coming up, likely to have a runoff, and then we're going to have a general election in November. We all need to get out, and we need to get our family and friends out. These are the minimum things that we can do. In addition to that, we should all be getting active, whether we're supporting a specific candidate or whether we're door knocking or making phone calls. We need to get active. We need to make a change. We need to make a difference. We need to change the politicians that are running this country. I'd like to now introduce Stefan Border, who's going to have a few more words on this subject. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Stefan Border, and I'm the chairperson of the Democratic LGBT Committee in Horry County. On yesterday's ruling, it seems on the face of it that this was a sort of a loss. And perhaps it was in the bigger scheme of things. But in addition to the right to freedom of religion and the freedom of equal protection, there is also a guarantee in the Constitution that guarantees due process. And whether we are for or against, this side or the other side, we as Americans certainly want to uphold the Constitution and ensure that everyone, right or wrong, who enters into a court exchange is guaranteed due process. The Supreme Court seemed yesterday to be concerned about whether the baker had received due process, and that seemed to be the summary of the judgment. There is another case coming about, which is Arlene's Flowers versus Ingersoll, that will possibly address the issue of equal protection for gay and any other customers who go into a bakery or who visit a physician, etc. And hopefully that case will be accepted by the Supreme Court, and then it will resolve this issue in the end.